There was a girl I knew back then from the same small elementary school. She was already pretty even then, but high school made it impossible to miss. She barely knew my name. I knew her walk, her pace. Every morning, same time, same road, hoping I'd see her face. Yeah. I was quiet, I was dumb, didn't know what to do with that. Just kept showing up every day like that was all the courage I had. I watched her grow from a distance, like something I wasn't meant to touch. Turns out wanting something badly doesn't teach you how to love. I didn't know how to be someone yet, didn't know what feelings for. I thought time would figure it out for me like it had before. Yeah. Years went by, I moved to the city, found a job that paid me well. Funny how once life felt settled, that old feeling came back just as hard. One summer I finally called her, showed her pages I'd kept for years, drawings, notes, all the quiet things I never knew how to say out loud. She didn't remember me much, but she smiled and stayed a while. Said we were kids, weren't we? Like that explained it all. I didn't know how to be someone yet, didn't know what I was doing then. I mistook wanting for knowing how to be a man. I asked her to visit me one weekend in that big city I called home. Made plans I thought I could keep, thought I had it under control. But work showed up like it always does, and I left her waiting longer than I should have, in a place she didn't know it all. Yeah, I was kinda strange back then. I don't blame her for letting it fade, I don't blame time or the way it went. I just smile at the kid I was, trying to be more than he knew how to be yet. I didn't know how to be someone yet, that's really all there is to say. Some things don't fall apart, they just quietly slip away. Same time, same road, different people now I get. Some feelings don't come back again, they just teach you what you missed. We were staying up too late, working just to feel alive. Paint on hands, coffee cups, trying hard to read the signs. I wanted to belong somewhere, to be easy, to be kind. I learned how to listen well, but never how to choose my side. I thought being careful meant nobody would bleed. I thought if I stayed quiet, things would stay clean. I was trying to be harmless, keeping everything inside. I thought silence would save us, but it only took my side. I stayed right where I was, watching every moment pass. I didn't mean to hurt anyone, I should've just been honest. There were moments I could have spoken, every door was halfway open. I waited for the timing that never felt quite right. I told myself I needed space, called hesitation being wise. But wanting nothing too much cost me more than choosing sides. I thought being gentle meant never making a sound. I didn't see the damage till it came back around. I was trying to be harmless, keeping everything inside. I thought silence would save us, but it only took my side. I stayed right where I was, watching every moment pass. I didn't mean to hurt anyone, I should've just been honest. Mistakes don't shout, they just wait and settle in. Maybe every quiet choice leaves a louder mark within. I was trying to be harmless, just to keep the peace intact. But the cost of standing still was a future I gave back. I stayed right where I was, till there was nothing left to ask. Didn't mean to hurt anyone, I should've just been honest. I didn't lose it all at once, it faded slow and soft. I was trying not to break a thing, and that's where it all got lost. It was at the Shield and Sword that night, couple beers, nothing planned. Same old table, same old jokes, talking louder than we should have then. There's a moment when you meet someone and you feel it settle in. Not fireworks, not lightning, just a calm you wanna keep. I should've kept it quiet, should've held it in a while, let it stay between my heartbeat and a half-finished smile. But I said it out loud, like it wasn't something rare. Now everybody knows her name, even Kathy. It's always just a casual thing, a joke, a harmless line. Hey, you know that guy likes you, said by someone who means fine. Funny how the smallest words travel faster than you think. By the time you sober up, it's already past the brink. I should have kept it quiet, just long enough to see if it could have been something real before it slipped from me. I didn't mean to break it, didn't mean to scare her away. I just talked like it was nothing and lost everything I didn't say. Some things need a little darkness Should've kept it quiet, that's really all there is. Some doors don't slam shut, they just never open if you miss. So here's to better timing and learning when to wait, and every good thing we don't ruin by speaking too fast.
We care about the quiet lips that don't make much of a sound, the ones that pass unnoticed on the edges of this town. We're riding on this ship called Earth through a cold and wide dark. Most days we don't know why we're here or where we're supposed to park. But one day we might understand why we've been moving all along, and how every small and ordinary life was a story all its own. Most of it will drift away past the reach of memory, but some things cross the event horizon and stay what they were meant to be. So here's to every quiet voice still trying to be heard. We'll keep singing till the lights go out, because stories move forward.
Lived in a small studio back then, just a bed and a table by the wall. Pay the rent month to month, trying to get used to the city at all. She used to stay over sometimes, sleep right next to me. Those nights
Felt bigger than the room, like we had all the space we need. I've never been a quiet sleeper, nor too loud talk in my dreams. Once I slept right through a promise, didn't hear the phone ring. She waited longer than she should have, found the caretaker downstairs. He helped her open up the door, said don't worry, he's always like this here.
cities take a long time to learn, even when you stay. Some nights teach you patience, some just quietly stay. That's how I got to know the old man living in the basement room. Worked the building every single day, like the city told him to. But when he talked, it wasn't about the city. He said he'd spent his life at sea. Lit a strong cigarette, put on a sailor's cap, said this used to be me. showed me pictures from his younger days, wind in his hair, salt on his face. Now his hair was thin and white, but his eyes hadn't lost that place. Even down in that small basement room with pipes humming through the night, you could still smell the ocean hanging in his clothes somehow. Some people carry whole oceans wherever they end up staying. Some rooms are bigger than they look. Some lives don't ever stop sailing. That studio's long gone now, so is the man downstairs, I guess. But every time I think of him, the city feels a little less heavy on my chest.
There was no school bus in our town, just the dirt yard by the old mill. Older kids counting heads at 8, while the early ones kicked the ball, and the girls jumped ropes in pairs. Someone always hadn't come yet, so one of us ran down the road, knocked on a door, yelling names, no phone, just breathe and dust. Morning still half asleep, we lined up and walked together, 30 footsteps, one long line, from the village to the gate. Every day, rain or shine, it felt like the world was small and somehow ours. At the school gate, other towns arrived like clockwork from every side. Different paths, same bell, same chalk, same worn down floor, same faces growing up. But the day didn't end the same. Older kids left before the rest, and after class I stayed behind. 2 more hours, books and quiet, a project with no one I knew. So I walked that road alone when the fields were emptying out. It was quiet, sometimes scary, but the sky felt closer then. I learned the sound of my own steps on that road. On that road. I played by the schoolhouse fence with a strange, brilliant friend. He showed me ants that wrestled like it was magic, like a secret only meant for 2. Then I'd head back through the fields, running my hand through growing barley, shouting at the crows on the wires, crushing seeds between my fingers, leaving nothing untouched. I didn't know I was learning how to be alone without being lonely. I walked that road alone, but the seasons walked with me. Spring in my open palms, summer dust on my knees. That long way home was teaching me who I'd be. No bus ever came, but I arrived anyway.
Out here there was no school bus, just fields we crossed every day. So when they said we'd go outdoors, we laughed, said we're already that way. Most nights were huts and mosquito nets, under stars we never named. But that summer felt a little different, like someone pressed pause on the same. set up tents by the bent creek, where the water curved like a smile. Same place we always ran barefoot, just dressed up for a while. Mom showed up with bowls of salad, soft with mayo, cold and white. We ate like it was something fancy, then ran off before the night. It wasn't that different, just better. Same dirt, same sky, same ground. But for a few days we belonged somewhere, with scars and patches sewn on. Village men came by sunset, threw us fruit, then walked away. Watermelons, cucumbers, harvested that very day. We lined up by the shallow water, brushed our teeth in the same slow way. Foam and laughter drifting downstream, no one told us what to say. New shirts with the scout mark printed, things we didn't usually own. A scarf around my neck felt heavy, like a promise I'd been shown. 2 nights passed like borrowed time, 3 days slipped through our hands. Nothing really changed forever, but we still remember when. It wasn't that different, just better. The days felt cleaner somehow. We were kids who lived outdoors already, just more together now. Same creek bending through the summer, same road leading us back home. But we slept in tents that week, and that alone was enough. Was enough. I was sitting on the edge of the field, on a metal bowl turned upside down. Spring was breaking through the dirt, before I knew what waiting meant. The ground was warm and breathing slow, smelled like earth and something old. Small gray spiders coming out, then disappearing back below. There were yellow stems so thin and tall, moving first when the wind came by. They didn't rush, they didn't fall, they just leaned and learned to sway. From where I was, the world was low. The sky felt closer than it does now. Every little thing could move, every little thing knew how. I saw the wind dancing in the fields, where small things learn to move. At a height the grown-ups miss, where the breeze still shows its proof. I don't know how much of it was real, or how much time rewrote the view, but I still remember how it felt when the wind knew where to go. My mother checked on me from far away, asking if the bugs had bitten through. I was busy watching life go on in ways I didn't need explained. Birds were singing somewhere high, working like they always do. I stayed right there the whole day long, guarding nothing, holding true. Maybe memory bends the light, makes the colors softer than before. Maybe spring was never that kind. Maybe I just had time to notice more. I saw the wind dancing in the fields where small things move first. Back when being alone felt safe and the world was not rehearsed. I don't know how much of it was real or what the years removed, but I still remember how it felt when the wind still showed me how to move. I stand so much higher up. Most of that motion slips away. The flowers still move, I'm sure they do. I just don't see them dance the same.
We were young, we didn't call it love, didn't know what we were running from. No plans, no lines about tomorrow, just killing time and stealing hours. I never said the words of love, we just let the days go by. Two kids walking different roads, with the same old questions in our eyes. Then I see you after all these years, standing there like nothing's changed. In your eyes I'm 22 again, the version of me I left behind. All the roads we chose apart led us back to where we started. I said I used to read those comic books, trying to see the world a different way. Funny how you kept that picture, and I forgot it yesterday. Now I see you after all these years, not as who we've learned to be, but as two kids with no direction, just a little faith and company. We had different names for home, different lives, different rings, but the time we never touched still knows the sound books, the way I've tried to see the world. Now all I read are overdue bills and letters signed in someone else's name. Now I see you after all these years, not to change what we became, but to meet the ones we used to be before the years gave us new names. All the roads we chose apart led us back to who we were. Those comic books, you kept that